Emma Johnston officially announced she is pregnant. Emma room date with her boyfriend before 2 months ago. I will explain everything. Emma Johnston, her room date with her boyfriend, and the surprising journey of Emma's pregnancy. What happens when an innocent date turns into a moment that will transform her life forever? Stay with us as we walk you through every twist, every tender moment, and every tearful confession of Emma's unexpected pregnancy. This is the untold story behind the headlines, the truth behind the smiles, and the emotional journey of Emma Johnston's room date with her boyfriend, and the day she found out she was going to be a mom. Emma Lee Johnston, the youngest daughter of Trent and Amber Johnston, grew up in a home where love, laughter, and lessons filled every room. The Seven Little Johnstons show brought her into millions of living rooms, turning her into a household name. Yet, beneath the lights, the fame, and the cameras, Emma's story was always uniquely hers. Born in China and adopted into the Johnston family at just 5 years old, Emma's journey was one of bravery and adaptation from the very start. She quickly became known for her boundless energy, her infectious giggle, and her unbreakable spirit. I love my family. My favorite thing is playing games with my brothers and sisters. But as Emma grew, so did her dreams and her desire for independence. She watched as her siblings navigated high school, college, and their own relationships, quietly wondering when it would be her turn. Would anyone ever see past her stature to the young woman she was becoming? The answer would come, unexpectedly, in the form of a shy smile and a whispered secret. It started, like so many teenage love stories do, with a simple crush. His name. Alex, a fellow student, new to Emma's school, with eyes that lit up whenever she entered the room. At first, he was just another face in the hallway, but soon he became so much more. I noticed him in math class. He was always kind of quiet, but he smiled at my jokes, and one day, he asked me if I wanted to study together. I think I said yes too quickly. For weeks, Emma kept her feelings hidden, confiding only in her closest friends. She worried about what her family would think. Would they be protective? Would they approve? Would her older siblings tease her, or worse, treat her like a child? But Alex was different. He didn't see Emma as just the little sister on a reality show. He saw her as Emma, the girl with big dreams and a bigger heart. Their friendship grew, blossoming into something more. One Saturday afternoon, as rain softly drummed against the window, Alex asked Emma if she wanted to hang out, just the two of them. Not at a crowded mall or a noisy cafe, but somewhere quiet, somewhere they could really talk. Emma hesitated, then agreed. That night, she nervously tidied her room, picking out her favorite blanket and arranging snacks just so. When Alex arrived, he brought a small bouquet of daisies and an old movie they both loved. I was so nervous, my hands were shaking, but once we started talking, it just felt right. We talked about everything, our families, our dreams, the things we were scared of. They laughed, played video games, and shared secrets that had never left their lips before. Hours slipped by. For the first time, Emma felt truly understood, seen not as a TV character, but as a young woman, worthy of love and respect. And then, as the night grew late, something changed. A shared look, a quiet promise, a memory that would linger long after Alex said goodnight. In the days that followed, Emma replayed that evening again and again. Had Alex felt the same spark she did? Should she tell her family about their date? Would they even understand? The next morning, Emma woke with a flutter of hope and a whisper of fear. She knew, deep down, that something was different. Weeks passed. Emma and Alex's relationship grew stronger. They texted every night, sent silly selfies, and made plans for the future. Yet Emma kept her room date a secret from her parents, afraid of what they might say. She worried about the cameras, about social media, about the judgment that might come from sharing her happiness. But some secrets, no matter how deeply buried, have a way of coming to light. It started with small changes, tiredness, a loss of appetite, strange cravings. Emma brushed them off, blaming school stress or a late-night movie binge. But soon, the signs became impossible to ignore. One morning, as she prepared for school, Emma felt a wave of nausea. She barely made it to the bathroom in time. At first, she thought it was just a stomach bug, but when days turned into weeks, a chilling thought crossed her mind. Could she be pregnant? Emma's hands shook as she confided in her best friend. Together, they bought a test, hearts pounding in their chests. They waited, breathless, as the result appeared. Positive. Emma say, "I just started crying. I didn't know what to do. I was scared, so scared. What would my family think? What would Alex say?" The reality of the moment hit her like a tidal wave. She was only 18, still finding her way in the world. How could she be a mom? Emma knew she couldn't hide forever. She had to tell Alex. That afternoon, they met in the park, their special place. Emma's heart pounded as she struggled to find the words. Emma say, "Alex, I need to tell you something. I'm pregnant." For a moment, the world stood still. Alex's eyes widened in shock, then filled with tears. He took Emma's hands in his. Alex say, "We'll figure this out. I promise, Emma. I'm here. You're not alone." Relief and fear crashed over Emma in equal measure. Alex's support gave her strength, but she knew the hardest part was yet to come. There are few moments in life more daunting than telling your family you're pregnant, especially when your life is broadcast on national television. Emma struggled with the secret for days, her anxiety growing with each passing hour. Finally, she gathered her courage. That evening, she asked her parents for a private conversation. Emma say, "Mom, Dad, there's something I have to tell you. I'm pregnant." For a heartbeat, time froze. Trent's face turned pale. Amber's eyes filled with tears. Trent say, "Emma, are you sure?" Emma, "Yes, I took a test. I'm sorry. I didn't mean for this to happen." The room filled with emotion, shock, confusion, worry, and above all, love. Amber say, "We love you, Emma. No matter what, we'll get through this together." The news rippled through the family. Her siblings reacted with a mix of surprise and concern. But as the initial shock faded, one truth became clear. The Johnstons would stand by Emma no matter what. It didn't take long for the news to leak. In a world hungry for gossip, Emma's pregnancy became headline material. Tabloids speculated, fans took to social media, and rumors swirled. Some voices were kind, offering support, encouragement, and love. Others were harsh, quick to judge, quick to criticize. Emma found herself thrust into a storm of attention. Suddenly, every move she made was scrutinized, every word dissected. The pressure was overwhelming, but Emma refused to hide. With her family's support, she decided to share her story, her way. Emma say, "Hi, everyone. I know there have been a lot of rumors going around, so I wanted to talk to you all directly. Yes, I'm pregnant. It wasn't planned, and it's been really scary. But I have the most amazing family and the most supportive boyfriend anyone could ask for. I'm not perfect, and I know I have a lot to learn, but I promise to do my best for my baby. Thank you to everyone who's reached out with kind words. It means more than you know. And for those who are judging me, please remember, I'm just human. I'm scared, but I'm also hopeful. I want to be the best mom I can be." Pregnancy is a journey filled with highs and lows, and Emma's was no different. There were doctor visits, some routine, some nerve-wracking. There were sleepless nights, strange cravings, and moments of doubt. But there were also moments of pure joy. The first time she heard her baby's heartbeat. The way Alex talked to Rebelli every night. The support from her siblings, who painted the nursery and shopped for baby clothes with her. Amber, "I was scared for Emma, but I'm so proud of her. She's handled this with more courage than I ever could have at her age." Alex, "I never expected to be a dad so young, but I love Emma, and I love this baby. We're in this together." As Emma's story spread, the local community rallied around her. Friends and neighbors brought meals, offered advice, and helped in any way they could. The Johnston family's church organized a baby shower, filling the house with laughter and love. Gifts poured in: diapers, blankets, toys, and tiny clothes. The outpouring of kindness surprised Emma and renewed her hope. But there were also challenges. Online trolls left cruel messages. Strangers whispered in public. Emma learned to hold her head high, refusing to let negativity dim her joy. With the due date approaching, Emma and Alex threw themselves into preparations. They attended parenting classes, read every baby book they could find, and spent hours debating baby names. The Johnston family rallied, turning Emma's room into a nursery fit for a princess. Alex painted the walls a soft lavender, while Emma's siblings assembled the crib and hung fairy lights from the ceiling. Emma, I still get scared sometimes, but every kick, every little hiccup, it reminds me that I'm not alone. I'm going to be a mom. That's still hard to believe. The Johnston family has never shied away from challenges. From surgeries to school dances, from heartbreak to hope, they faced it all together. Emma's pregnancy tested the family's strength, but it also brought them closer than ever. They laughed more, forgave faster, and learned to cherish every moment. Amber and Trent grew into their new roles as soon-to-be grandparents, offering guidance and comfort. Emma's siblings offered babysitting and endless jokes. Through it all, Emma grew stronger, no longer just the family's baby, but a young woman ready to face the world. After months of anticipation, the big day finally arrived. Emma went into labor late one night, Alex by her side, her family rushing to the hospital. The hours were long and exhausting. Emma's pain was real, her fears overwhelming. But with every contraction, she held onto Alex's hand and her family's words of encouragement. At sunrise, Emma gave one final push, and a tiny, perfect baby entered the world. Tears flowed, laughter echoed, the room filled with love. Emma, I can't believe this is real. I'm a mom. I've never loved anyone so much in my life. Emma's journey from nervous teenager to confident mother is one of resilience, love, and the power of family. She faced criticism, doubt, and fear, but she also found hope, strength, and a community that rallied behind her. She learned that mistakes don't define us. How we rise after a fall is what matters. For the Johnston family, this new chapter is just beginning. Emma's baby brought new life, new laughter, and new dreams to a home already filled with love. Emma say, I know things won't always be easy, but I'm not alone. I have my family, I have Alex, and I have this beautiful little person who's changed my life forever. I'm excited for the future. The world watched as Emma Johnston grew from a shy little girl into a young woman facing life's biggest challenges with courage and grace. Her journey isn't over. If anything, it's just begun. We hope Emma's story reminds you that love conquers fear, that family is forever, and that even the smallest among us can make the biggest impact. More update. Anna and Emma reveal their boyfriend. Who are they? And Emma Johnston shares sad news. What happened? And 7 little Johnstons. Emma makes fans think Anna died. I will explain everything. 7 little Johnstons. Emma Johnston dating Juice Jeskinen. Family worried? The fans of the 7 little Johnstons have been smitten by Juice Jeskinen. Viewers are often captivated by his charismatic presence. Similarly, his followers were in wonder when he just displayed his hidden gift. On the other hand, Juice's chemistry with the ensemble makes viewers wonder if he and Emma are dating. When it comes to Emma's schoolwork and Etsy store, the Johnstons have been extremely demanding. In a similar vein, she has publicly said that she is putting her schooling and acting career first. But things are different now that Juice is a part of the family. It appears that Emma's spending time with the exchange student has increased. In a similar vein, they have gelled nicely. However, Emma's emotion in Jeskinen's presence was picked up by about 7 little Johnston supporters. The exchange student has a knack of making her flush or give her a sweet expression. Similarly, it appears that Emma has a better time when she's with Juice. Beyond this, They have a ton of dancing videos on TikTok, and their chemistry is off the charts. Emma, who stars in 7 Little Johnstons, is also thought by some fans to be visiting her older sisters, and maybe even dating one of them. This is due to the fact that Liz and Anna are content with their relationship. Emma must have felt pressured to date Juice because of that. Even though Alex's sister seems to spend less time with him now that Juice is in the picture, some fans think he's envious of Juice. The kids' relationship rumors are going full steam ahead, so now their parents are apparently worried that they will start dating. This is due to the fact that the children invest a substantial quantity of time. The parents were shown delicately addressing the matter in a promotional video. In front of the cameras, they confessed that each child had their own bedroom. Since the children are of the same age, Amber argues that they should each have their own personal area. So they went to extreme lengths, even telling the cameras that Emma's room was on the upper floor next to Alex's. At the same time, the guest bedroom below has been assigned to Juice. Evidently, the parents are concerned that their daughter may start a relationship with the exchange student. Anna and Emma reveal their boyfriend. Who are they? From the very beginning, the 7 Little Johnstons have been completely subservient to their mother, Amber. The mother has made it clear that there is an age requirement for children to be able to date, and she is not fond of it when her children do. Still, the majority of the kids find her viewpoint offensive. The kids are starting to talk about their relationships now, one by one. More and more, TLC stars are letting their fans in on the details of their love relationships through social media. So, watch the video to view the images. The Johnston parents have repeatedly spoken their opinions on the topic of dating, which has sparked much debate within the family. The rules that Trent and Amber set for their children's lives are very rigid. To make matters worse, they have frequently imposed regulations on the 7 Little Johnstons. Thus, for a long period, many of the actors kept their romances off the show. Fans speculate that it might be due to the children's desire to keep their parents' strictness a secret. Put that aside for a second. Emma posted some shocking photos, and her followers fell over themselves. As Emma put her hand on the young man's waist, the reality star posed with him. In her caption, the reality star made a comment about how much they had grown. The man sitting next to Emma's best buddy was still being called by Emma. It appears that he is not a buddy though, as the fans pointed out in the comment area. Luca Ranigan is the guy's handle, and he's somewhat popular. With the caption, "My best friend," the 7 Little Johnstons actress shared the photo on Instagram story. Many of her admirers, however, were speculating that Luca was actually dating Emma in her comment area. In addition, "I love this," was the response made by the 7 Little Johnstons' social media profile, Team 7 Lee. A supporter said, "My opinion is that they are the cutest couple." Emma used a slew of emoticons to respond to the previous comment. More and more people have commented speculating that they are dating. Emma didn't say no in response to those. Fans think Luca and Emma are dating because of this. Anna, who played one of the Little Johnstons, mentioned a significant other in an earlier episode. Fans thought she was dating someone, but she never said specifically. The 3 days ago photo of Anna and the man who was embracing him was also shared by Anna. Indeed, the photo has an air of couple vibes. In a similar vein, many were happy for the 7 Little Johnstons actress when they heard she was dating. But Anna has been mum on the subject of whether or not the man in the photo was her boyfriend. The caption read, "Thank you for making it the best week," which was actually written by Anna. Who do you believe is the boyfriend of the man in the photo with Anna? Emma Johnston shares sad news. What happened? Recent news broke to fans of Emma Johnston, star of 7 Little Johnstons. In order to keep everyone informed about a sad development, she turned to social media. Then, what is the teenager situation? Season 12 of 7 Little Johnstons on TLC ended a few weeks ago, but fans still love following the family on social media. As a way to let people in on her daily life, Emma shares photos of her and her siblings on Instagram. She also gives an inside look at the show's production, promotes her tiny business, and shares entertaining TikToks. Instead of her usual upbeat content, she let her fans down this week with some unfortunate news. Emma revealed some terrible news to the fans of 7 Little Johnstons in a recent Instagram post. "Hey everyone, I've made a second account just in case TikTok bans my main one," she said alongside a screenshot of her revamped profile. The results of searching for Emma's original TikTok profile as of Tuesday, November 8, are seen below. A simple "couldn't find this account" is all that's said on the website. Fans are expressing their disappointment upon hearing this news in the comments area of Emma's latest post. There are a lot of people who like Emma's TikTok videos and are curious as to why her account was deleted. There seems to have been a miscommunication, according to some. "Why would you be banned?" questioned one follower. "What utter nonsense." Someone other brought up the fact that their accounts have also been banned, along with others they know. So Emma isn't the only one. She still hasn't said why she was kicked out. Someone else informed her that she has the option to appeal in order to regain access to her account. Perhaps she will consider doing so. In due course, Emma should be able to regain access to her former TikTok account. She appears to be rather distressed by the ban, but she is unsure of the reason behind it. Stay tuned, since she will probably update her admirers on Instagram. She did, in fact, make a fresh video on her secondary TikTok account pleading with the platform to provide her access to her former page. As of now, her new profile boasts nearly 4,000 followers. So, were you aware of the unfortunate news concerning Emma Johnston? Is the news of Emma's TikTok account ban anything that has saddened you? 7 Little Johnstons, Emma makes fans think Anna died. Some of Anna Johnston's followers were scared to death when 7 Little Johnstons star Emma Johnston posted a mysterious message online. How unsettling was Emma's confession, and what are viewers' thoughts on the matter at the moment? There has been constant back and forth between the members of the Johnston family on the internet ever since the 7 Little Johnstons quarrel between Anna Johnston and the TLC family surfaced online. One thing that Emma Johnston's admirers have pointed out is that she uses her social media accounts to drum up publicity for herself. Viewers of 7 Little Johnstons frequently criticize Emma for subtly slamming Anna. Many of her readers perceive her emotional posts, which often include motivational phrases, as her attempts to seek approval online. Recent social media posts by Emma Johnston indicate that she confused many 7 Little Johnstons admirers with an Instagram story. An image of Anna and another individual was included by Emma in it. Along with the photo, she captioned it, "We'll miss our sweet lil TikToks together." Many fans of the 7 Little Johnstons are outraged by Emma's latest update, after her online criticism of Anna Johnston on multiple occasions in the course of this continuing family conflict. It has been suggested that Anna may have perished in the update, although this is obviously not the case. Regardless, many TLC viewers are disturbed by Emma Johnston's mysterious update, and they wasted no time sharing their opinions in the message sections. Even more so than before, this latest update from Emma Johnston on the 7 Little Johnstons has irritated many of her supporters. There were a number of commenters who were both confused and offended by the most recent update. The commenter whose question was, what is this supposed to mean? It features Anna and may be seen on Emma's Instagram. The third woman in the video passed away, said a second responder. Somewhere on the TLC crew, I believe she was. But Emma will have everyone believing Anna died. I get second-hand embarrassment from Emma and her SM posting. A third respondent wrote, I don't know, it gets weirder with Emma every day. I'm not down for it. Another individual added, there needs to be intervention for her mental health. Alex and Emma get huge honors, but why? 7 members of the Little Johnstons cast a huge distinction was bestowed upon Alex and Emma Johnston not long ago. Now we need to know what became to the 2 youngest TLC siblings. After Trent and Amber Johnston had no further children, only Emma and Alex Johnston lived to adulthood. Because they are the youngest siblings, they have always had each other to rely on. Due to their near chronological age, only a few months apart, they have shared in many of life's milestones and checkpoints. From the first day of school, Alex and Emma have been inseparable. Whether it's because they attend the same prom or because they participate in the same extracurricular activities, the passage into adulthood is another experience they get to enjoy. The two youngest little Johnston siblings were lately the center of attention, according to Amber Johnston's most recent social media updates. According to Amber, Alex and Emma were among those who dressed up for Honors Night, which also included Trent and Amber. The Johnston sisters, Emma and Alex, wore their graduation robes as Trent and Amber looked on with pride. As a culmination of their academic and extracurricular achievements, high school seniors are honored with a variety of prizes on this special evening. The Johnston twins, Alex and Emma, have always been exceptionally bright students, so it is only fitting that they should receive praise for their efforts. Both Emma and Alex Johnston's careers have flourished from their early days. A lot of people who watched Seven Little Johnstons recall when they were kids. They will soon be graduating from high school and beginning their college careers. Viewers of Seven Little Johnstons could have mixed feelings about Trent and Amber Johnston's parenting styles. They have, however, succeeded admirably in raising all 5 of their children to adulthood. Watching their 2 youngest children receive particular recognition on this momentous occasion was undoubtedly a moment of pride for them as parents. Congratulations, Emma and Alex! One commenter on Little Johnston said, "All your efforts are now paying off." Someone else chimed in with, "Congratulations, Alex and Emma. Wow, you're old enough to graduate already." Another admirer of TLC exclaimed, "How absolutely fantastic. You two, Alex and Emma, are the best. You two have my utmost admiration." No more today. What are you thinking about this gossip today? Let us know in the comments, and stay tuned by subscribing to our channel to get more updates like this. Thank you.